This is GMFB from 4 to 2 teams. It will be the Eagles and the Patriots taking each other on in Minnesota for the championship. Super Bowl 52 is set. So let's talk about, guys, your gut reaction to these conference championship games. We were not together watching these games, so I thought we could play a little word association here with some whiteboards.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys a phrase or a topic, and I just want you guys, and you guys don't know what I'm going to say, the first thing that comes to mind. Maybe the first word, or draw a picture, just the first thing that pops in your head, okay?
Got it, yeah.
You're PG.
Let's do it. You got it, no problem.
First topic. The Patriots advanced to their third Super Bowl in 4 years, but it wasn't without adversity and things being thrown in their faces the entire time. So what's the first word that comes to mind when I say Patriots down 10 in the fourth quarter?
Ooh.
You guys are sitting there, hashtag sweatpants and pizza. What was going through your minds?
All right, I got it. This is my word right here, discipline. And I'm not talking about the Patriots, I'm talking about myself, okay? As you know, my New Year's resolution was to never give up on the Patriots.
That's right.
No matter what. So listen, these resolutions are tough. If you give up sugar, somebody walks in with a plate of chocolate chip cookies, and you start to get the shakes. This was the chocolate chip cookies yesterday. Down 10 to this great Jacksonville team, playing defense, not looking good. I stayed disciplined. I did not tweet anything about the Jaguars. I got the shakes a little bit.
Was there a moment where you felt like you were going to go there?
Yes, I was tempted. I feel like I needed like a sponsor to call or something like that. But once, it was when Gronk went out. Honestly, they're down and their best player is out. They're screwed. This is the end of the empire. But I didn't. I stayed strong. And Kay, so did they. What you got, Peter?
Down 10, fourth quarter, I was thinking this. So, we've seen it so many times.
And what?
Nah, 28-3 last year. We saw it firsthand. Look, until there's 0-0-0 on the clock, and they're on the losing end of this, it's never over with them. And like even this year, the Pittsburgh game, the fake spike, the whole thing, like it's never over with Brady and the Patriots. They found a way.
For me, I was thinking one of my favorite movies, Departed. So the Jaguars, they're deceased now. Their season's over, so they are the Departed. But a specific scene, Tom Brady has the ball. You remember Leo when he was talking to the therapist? And he said, you sit there with a mass murderer. I mean, a mass murderer.
Yeah.
Heart rate jacked. Hand steady. He's sitting there with the best defense. I mean, the best defense. Heart rate jacked. Tom Brady's hand steady. It's amazing.
Wow. Billy Costigan. I remember a different scene with that therapist, too.
Boston movie. It is a great movie.
Dropkick Murphys.
I feel like in the beginning, once, the Jags, we have to give them so much credit, and we will throughout the show, Jags fans. You guys have been awesome to us, and it was such an exciting story, and there's a lot to look forward to there. When they got up early, I was like, okay, that's what you have to do, because they're not going to dig themselves out of a hole against Tom Brady. But then, I don't know, the second they scored before halftime, I was like, I don't know. I don't have any faith.
I hear that.
Okay. Next up, let's move on, guys, to the NFC Championship. What is the first word that you think of when I say Eagles score 38 unanswered points? When I say that, what's the first thing that pops into your head?
What do you got over there, Scribbly Nate? What do you got? Firing away.
I'm going with Skull Crusher. When you look at the Vikings doing the skull clap on the steps and the fans doing what they do over the last week or so, getting ready for this game, the Eagles saw that and they heard all that. You saw them doing the skull clap at the end of the game. And the underdog, they went out there and they played like they wanted to crush the skulls of every Vikes fan out there. So salute to them, man. Eagles, y'all proved your point.
They did. I'm going to put up, Nate, one of your coworkers. I thought this. Sims.
Wow.
Phil Sims, of course, he did it in a Super Bowl, played the perfect game. I'm looking at Nick Foles. Guys, do you know that Zach Ertz caught all 8 of his targets? Do you know that Alshon Jeffrey caught all 5? 0 incompletions to those two guys. There's a popular gif with Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover where he's like looking at the poker table and like those numbers are going. I feel like that was Foles in this game, and it reminded me of flashes of Phil Sims in the Super Bowl playing the perfect game.
It's funny, Phil Sims had that perfect game in Pasadena, and 4 years later, I'm going with this. Hostetler.
The Hoss!
Because it was Hostetler who filled in for Sims and is the last quarterback to do it at this scale. Comes in and wins, obviously, the NFC Championship game in San Francisco, and then goes on and upsets the Bills in the Super Bowl in Tampa. But Foles looked like Hostetler, just calm under pressure, wasn't supposed to be in this moment, but carried the team on his back. Nick Foles was the story of the day yesterday, and I'm blown away. He's the next Jeff Hostetler.
I love this. Last one for now. You guys can play along at home at hashtag GMFB. Let's look big picture now. What is the first word that enters your mind when I say Super Bowl 52? Eagles, Patriots.
Okay.
All right.
Peter, Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker?
Touchdown maker, Mark Ingram, big third down conversion. I'm going with this, USA. I'll tell you why. You've got Lexington and Concord, your Boston Tea Party, you got that, and then you've got The Declaration of Independence and the First and Second Continental Congress is right there in Philadelphia. This is where the cradle of the nation was born. Boston and Philadelphia.
So true.
And you think about these sports fans, this is America through and through. Hey, a lot of people protested the NFL. I'm all for it. The USA is going to represent.
Not giving away my shot. Lin-Manuel, what do you got, Nate?
This is a movie. It'd be called Dynasty Dogs. Dynasty, of course, for the Pats, and we know what the dogs are about when it comes to the Eagles. So we're going to see which one prevails, the Dynasty or the Dogs.
Dynasty or the Dogs? We got 2 weeks to talk about the game. I think Eagles, Patriots, the Super Bowl. This is what I thought. I thought this guy right here. Now, this is fascinating. For the next 2 weeks, we are going to run footage of T.O. playing in that Super Bowl on the broken leg, doing all he did. It is, in essence, an infomercial for him to be in the Hall of Fame, and we will find out the night before the Super Bowl if it was enough. I think it's T.O. This is a sign from the gods. T.O.'s ultimate game is now being repeated as he goes in the Hall of Fame.